Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's video is going to be a tool talk, less of a tool review, even though I've not reviewed this tool on the channel. This is the Milwaukee 3/8 Impact Stubby. Part number on this newer model is 2562-20. I've had this for quite some time. I bought it when it first came out. I kind of got a good deal on it. So I've always had the original 3/8 Stubby, and it's done perfectly fine for me for what I use them for. But I decided to go ahead and upgrade because it has some nice features on it, but there is one feature that I think is a big thing that they're touting about it that I actually do not like in practice. So I'm going to share that with you. That's the purpose of this video. And then also I'm curious to get some feedback down below if maybe I'm the only one that experiences this or if it's a common thing with it. So again, I've already had the original model. I can't remember what the model number is on that. I'll put a picture of it up here because I've got the boot on it and it covers it up. No problem with that for what I do. I do vehicle maintenance of my own with it, change out my lawnmower blades. I typically only use these around my house. I keep this one in my truck just in case I have a tire issue or I can help someone else that's got one on the road. But again, I got this one on sale, so I went ahead and picked it up. A couple things that I do like about it. I do like the fact that it has, more torque than the original, even though I've had no issue with my older model, and I'll show it to you on my truck here in a little bit. Had no issue with the torque that this one gives me for what I use it for, but I just like the newer model. It's got better lighting, all those kinds of things. Well, the biggest difference is going to be the speed change. This one, you have a button, you basically press, you go around, pick your 1, 2, 3, all those. So it takes an extra hand. You also have to pull it out and kind of look at it. Whereas the big thing that they're touting, and I still have the sticker on mine, how to change modes. You basically put your switch into neutral, and then as you press this trigger a couple times, it changes speed. So, you can be working on something, swap it over to neutral, do it again, change speeds without looking at it. Although I find that kind of hard, to be honest with you, to know exactly where I'm at. Did I press it twice? Did it move? All those things. So I still find myself pulling it out and looking at it and doing this anyways. So to me, it's not really a big time saver. And the biggest thing is it accidentally changes speeds quite a bit because you will put this in neutral because of the way your hand sits. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you on my truck here. So with my older Stubby, I've still always been able to take the lug nuts off my truck like this right here. And of course you can just change the speed on this one by pressing this button. Right now I'm on 3, you press it, you go around. So if I go over to number 3, I'm going to come over here, remove this lug nut. Again, no problem, even with the older model. So it still works fine. I don't have an issue with the power or anything like that. Put this back on real fast. I'll torque them down later. But also the switch on this, again, I just switch it. You got forward and reverse. Your speed control is right here. So I'm going to now swap over to the new model, which has this new switch change mode. And how you go about doing that, let me get the battery put in, is instead of a button up here where I can just press and change over to those modes, you put this over into the neutral position, so you can't be in forward or reverse. And as you press the trigger, that mode's going to change. You'll see that light kind of come over here to number 3. So you sit there and do that over and over again, which is nice. You don't have to, like if you're working with it, you don't have to pull it back out, press a button or anything like that. But that's kind of where the downside to that comes for me. Again, it seems like good in theory, but in practice, just the few times I've used it, it's been a little bit of an issue. So if I come in here to remove, a lug nut on my truck, and for some reason, I just barely press in on this, so, it's going to do it. Right now I'm on speed 1, so I'd have to go to neutral, double click to get to 3, go in reverse now. Again, it's going to do it, but you can see that kind of kick that's taking place. Matter of fact, it just happened there. I just put it in neutral. So now I got to go back through. I'm going to go to 3, push that in. You can see that kick. Well, that makes me press this button in. And it always ends up going to neutral sometimes. So then I'm sitting there thinking, well, why ain't this working? And then by the time I realize, oh, I'm in neutral, I press this back in. Well, now I'm in a different speed and I don't really know it. And then I'll sit there and try to do something. It's not going to do it. So again, it will take off the lug nut super easy. Just the same as my other one. But that speed control going into neutral, it's right there where your finger is. A lot of times that little bitty kick will cause that to press in right there. And then whenever I go to use it, it ends up changing the speed. I realize I'm a neutral. I push it back one way or the other. I'm in a different speed. I kind of, again, idea in practice or on paper sounds good. In practice, I don't really care for this quite as much as pushing the button on the older style. But that is why I actually do not prefer this model over the older model. I mean, again, I like the lights. I like the upgraded power. Who doesn't want all that? But I absolutely do not like this speed change. I find myself accidentally putting it into neutral, pulling the trigger thinking I'm going to do work, and then I'll pull the trigger a couple times wondering why it's not working, and then I'll realize, oh, I have it in neutral, and then without looking, I'll put it back and forward or reverse and start using it. But now, instead of being in the speed that I was in, I'm now in a different speed. I have to pull it out, look at it. So again, on paper, I think that sounds like a good idea with this speed change the way it is, but for some of you out there that actually use this 100% all the time, and maybe it's a lifesaver, I don't know, but in the few instances where I've been using it around my house, I absolutely do not like this. I would 100% rather have this right here. So again, that's my thoughts on it. I'm curious on your takes. If you have had both of these, do you actually prefer this? Do you have the same issue that I have of accidentally changing speeds quite often? Drop that in the comments below. I'm just letting you know about it. So in case you've been thinking about buying it, you might want to take that in consideration. But I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.